Alright, today on Dadcraft we're going to talk about some food basics. You're going to need to eat in the game. The harder you set the game setting, the more the hunger starts to come in. You have hearts and armor on the left down by your hotbar. You also have food, hunger on the right. And slowly but surely over time, if you don't eat, you're going to get hungry. Now you see I almost always keep in slot number 9 cooked chickens. There's an automatic chicken cooker that I'll show you sometime in the future that I saw on the internet that I built, and that keeps me replenished with chickens. But there are other things you can do before you can build a chicken cooker to feed yourself. So let's take a look at some basics of farming. First thing you're going to need is you're going to need a hoe, and this is one of the least useful items in the game. You're going to need 2 sticks, and I like using iron, but you can use wood or you can use stone and have a less effective hoe, one that won't last as long. The other thing you're going to need are buckets to get some water, and so if we just take these 2 crafting recipes, 3 iron ingots like this to get a bucket, we're going to go get some water, and we're going to make a water source nearby where we're going to build a farm here. So let's go quickly with our 2 empty buckets over to, hello Enderman, over to water, and we'll dip into the water twice and we'll have 2 full buckets of water. Let's take them back over here and let's dig out a shallow area 1 by 3, and so we'll dig out 3 blocks, and then we'll put the water in the 2 end blocks and we'll see what happens. So we'll drop water here. You can see it's full on this block and starts to flow, and it's less and less on the other 2 blocks. Now watch what happens when I put one on the other end. It fills. Now I can dip into the middle block and get a water bucket and it'll fill again. This is an endless water supply. So if you can get 2 buckets, 3 spaces, you can get an endless amount of water. Water is important because ground that's next to water is going to grow things better, and some things are required to be next to water. So let's use the hoe, use the right mouse button, and click on the ground. And what it's going to do is it's going to prepare the ground for planting. If I don't plant anything here, after a while, it will revert back to grass. And so what you want to do is you want to take maybe those items that the mobs dropped, usually the zombies, take a carrot, put it into the ground that's been prepared, and a carrot will start to grow. And after some time, you'll have carrot plant there. So let's also put down a potato. Ooh, you see the darker color ground, because it's next to water, is more fertile and it will grow stuff quicker. So let's also prepare some more spots here or some other items. Okay, we are going to take some melon seeds. These come from a watermelon that you might find in a farm, and it just makes a little plant. The plant has to grow quite a bit, and then eventually a watermelon can grow out of that. And let's do the same with a pumpkin. It's got to grow from a stem up. And then let's plant a couple of other things. If you destroy grass, you'll get wheat seeds, probably the quickest way to get food in the game other than live things running around. And then beetroots. These you'll find in chests in different places. Eventually, you're also going to want to plant sugar cane. Sugar cane has to be planted next to water, but you see I can't plant it here in the dirt. It won't let me. It's got to be planted on sand. So we'll take some sand and drag it over in a minute. The other thing that we can do is we can find a sweet berry bush out in the bush and plant that just on regular ground. Now don't walk into this, you'll take thorn damage to yourself. And then eventually we can also plant bamboo. It can just go in any block as well. It roots for a while but then grows like mad, and you cut it off at the 2nd block and you'll have some fun with that. So let's go get a piece of sand. Let's bring that back over. We'll drop that in here. And then let's see if we can plant the bamboo next to this, or if it has to be actually right next to water. We'll take this block out, put some water next to it, and now we'll plant the sugar cane. There it is. So there's a whole bunch of stuff you can plant in the game and let it grow. Next we'll do something special with bones. So those bones are interesting because we got them from the skeletons. We can take them over to the crafting table or even in our pocket crafting. Take a bone and it's going to give you 3 bone meals. Bone meals help stuff grow quickly. And so we'll take some of this other stuff out of the way. We'll put the bone meal in our right hand. And if you right mouse button a plant with bone meal, it'll grow. Now it doesn't grow every time. Sometimes it grows a little. Well, there's some carrots growing and they're mature. The potatoes are maturing. Let's take a look at the little plant over here. That was the melon. We're going to make that melon stem grow until it's mature. Now it can sprout a watermelon. What about our good friend the bamboo? And you can see it grows quickly and it grows quite tall. Let's take a look at the pumpkin. Same thing should happen here. We'll get a mature pumpkin plant that sprouted a pumpkin. And then let's do the same thing here to the sugarcane. No, it doesn't want to do it. It's strange because all these other plants will accept bone meal but not sugarcane. And then let's do the beetroot until they're mature and the wheat until it's mature. Now what we're going to do is we're going to harvest some of these items. You can just break them, and so here I've broken them, and oops, there's the beetroot went in the water. So with the beetroot, you will get beetroots themselves and more beetroot seeds, and that's how you perpetuate things. Now you can take more ground and make more beetroots. Now you can plant 3 beetroot plants. With the seeds, we break it, and sure enough, we get 3 wheat seeds back. We also get some wheat. If you craft 3 wheat in a table, you'll get bread. Bread you can eat. All right. And here, our good friend, the melon, hasn't done anything. I will whack the middle level of this bamboo, and out of the sky will fall a bunch of bamboo pieces. We'll collect those up. We can use those to build things. And so we got 9 bamboo pieces out of that. If I don't destroy the last piece, it'll just start growing again. I'll whack the carrots, and sure enough, out of the 1 carrot, I got 4. And I can immediately plant it again. And then here, out of the potato, how many did I get? I got 5. I was lucky. And I can plant it again and plant some more if I want. Over here, I'm going to take the pumpkin, whack it with the right mouse button. The plant stays, and it can grow another pumpkin. The sweet berries will eventually produce sweet berries, and if I hit it with the right mouse button, they'll give me sweet berries and I can plant them. So this is the basics of farming. You can use these different plants to grow and multiply. And you see very quickly you can get enough seeds to be able to have whole rows of plantable items. So this is how you can then eat things. What can you eat? You can eat the potatoes, you can eat the carrots, you can eat the sweet berries. You can eat bread from the wheat from the seeds. You can eat melon slices from watermelon. And although I've never tried to eat a pumpkin, I think maybe I'll try. So stave off the hunger, don't die in your world, and have some fun playing Minecraft.